And I am back, as promised. Good afternoon, friends. Bonjour, bonjour. Cynthia here. And today we are having another episode of Je Suis Beauté, which means I am beauty in English. My very special guest is Naia from Brazil. She is Miss Queen of the World, MS Brazil. And we're going to have a wonderful conversation about Brazilian beauty standards in Brazil. So my friends, you want to stay tuned. I will speak some Portuguese as well for my Brazilian followers and from all of you around the world, whether you are from Brazil or not. Ladies and gentlemen, I encourage you to stay tuned for this episode. You are going to love it. We're going to talk about Brazilian beauty standards, Brazilian beauty rituals, etc., etc. So we are waiting for our guest to sign in, and then we're going to begin. Naia, where is Naia? Let's see. Maybe I can send her a request. In the meantime, how is everyone doing? How are you? And where are you watching from? Let me know in the comments. What part of the world you are from? I see Brazil is here already. I see in 60s. Where are you watching from? Mexico. I see Mexico. There is my guest.
Hi.
Hi, beautiful.
How are you?
I am great. I am great. Thank you so much for accepting my invitation.
Thank you for having me. It's
How
a
are
pleasure.
you? How are you?
I'm better now that I'm speaking to you.
You are
And
so kind.
thank you. Also, I want to say bonjour,
Bonjour,
bonjour to all my friends.
bonjour. I'm adding bon dia, right? Bon dia.
Yes, bon
Bon
dia.
dia in
Mhm.
Portuguese. So it was a pleasure. I met you in New York a couple of months ago at the Queen of the World beauty pageant. You were
Yes.
representing Brazil. You are the Queen of the World, Miss Brazil, in
Mhm.
the Miss category. And you also won the Fitness Award as well. So
Yes.
congratulations.
I have here my sash with me that I love. I'm so proud of it.
Was that your first time coming to New York?
Yes, it was my first time coming to New York and also my first time competing on an international beauty
Oh,
pageant. So
wow.
a lot of firsts.
A lot of first. Okay, well, let's get into it. First of all, we know I have a lot of Brazilian followers. A
Oh, I
lot.
know, I know. That's why I'm so excited too. It's a pleasure and an honor to be here talking to you. Thank you
Now,
very much. Really
if you
appreciate
want
that.
to speak both Portuguese and English, that's fine. Feel
Oh.
free to throw some words in there because I know they're watching
I
and I want them
can
to.
see this like, olá, oi, tudo bem? Olá, loja. Olá, Mariana. Olá. Okay, so I'm going to do English, Portuguese, and if you allow me, a little bit of French.
Oh
Oh,
wow. Okay, let's
wow.
do it. So listen, Brazil is known for beauty
Yeah,
all around the world. Especially in plastic surgery. We're gonna dive right
yeah.
in. We have the BBL, which is the Brazilian butt lift, meaning you want to have the figure and the body of, the Brazilian women. How did Brazil become known? Like, what do you think contributed to Brazil being the standard of beauty around the world?
I think it's a combination of factors. The first one is the vibrant diversity that we have here. So we have so many, because of our heritage, and we have so many different skin tone, and also so many different curve patterns. So I think this vibrant diversity allow us to have like this different beauty, this different type of beauty. And also, I think because we have this nice weather almost the whole year, so we are always going to the beach, we are always tanned, we always have our tan on. So I think all of this contributes to this stereotype. And also, I cannot don't mention Carnival. I think Brazilian Carnival is a huge thing. And as a mixed race woman in Brazil, we take Carnival pretty serious, and um, we just work out and we just prepare to the carnival for the whole year. So we are constantly working and preparing for the carnival. So I think these three factors contribute to this image that people have from Brazilian
So
beauty.
there is an awareness in Brazil about maintaining your beauty, of being conscious about your appearance, and it's mainly because of Carnival, right?
Yes, yes.
There are some of the women that I follow who are Carnival superstars. They are indeed gorgeous. And you said that it's a year round. What are some of the rituals to prepare and maintain your beauty for Carnival?
So for me, I never went to like showcase myself in a carnival. Like it's one of the things that I really want to do. And to be honest, I am trying to attend 2025 carnival here in Brazil, but it's really difficult. It's really difficult. You need to be part of the community, so you need to attend all the rehearsals that the community is providing in order for you to even apply to attend the carnival. And once you can apply, you will start to exercise a lot, because like the night for the carnival, the show is
Yes.
really hard. You need to have your body prepared for all the dancing that you need to have, for being standing all the time. So you have to eat well, you have to exercise on a daily basis, and you also have to work on your mentality, because it's really challengeful. The pressure is huge. So you have to work on your body, on your mind, and on your soul to be prepared for the carnival.
So it's almost like preparing for a beauty pageant. That's what it
Yes,
sounds like.
yes, it's almost the same. Yes, I think it's almost the same. Yes,
Let's
it's
talk
the same
about
amount
some
of
of the
effort.
beauty. Let's talk about some of the beauty rituals as far as skincare.
Yeah.
I know that acai and coconut are some of
Yes.
the traditional natural ingredients that Brazilian women use. What other natural ingredient that we don't know about
So
that you can tell us? Because I want to know. I want to
yes.
know, what do
So
Brazilian women use to maintain their skin, that glow, the beauty, in addition to acai and coconut?
yeah, acai and coconut are the most famous one, but I strongly recommend you to use. Take note of this: booty tea oil. Booty tea oil is really nice for your hair. So I use booty tea oil almost every single day. It's really nice to your
Okay.
hair, and also cupuaçu butter. Cupuaçu butter is an amazing lotion hydration for your skin. So for me, those two ingredients, these two not products, but ingredients, are in my daily routine. And I also want to add babosa. Babosa is a plant, so it's a green plant. You can actually find in some houses. Like for instance, my mom, she lives in a house. I don't know how to say this word in English, but when you have a house close with a lot of forests around, then you
Okay.
can grow some
Like
plants.
a
So my mom,
greenhouse. Like a
yes,
greenhouse. Okay.
yes. So she cultivated babosa. So babosa is like this plant, and then you can just peel off the plant, and the thing inside you can just put in your hair. Is
Wow.
amazing, amazing. Yeah. So three tips: babosa, buruti, and kupuasu.
And do you use those in their natural form?
Yes, all of them in their natural form. Yeah, that's the good thing about them, and that's why I like. Because for me, I am not a really makeup person. I try to use like more organic products coming from the nature.
Right.
So that's why I really like those.
Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, well, let's talk about some hair because you mentioned babosa, right?
Yes,
I
babosa.
I particularly use, as far as butter, I use sometimes if I'm in Aruba, because we go to Aruba twice a year.
Hmm.
We have a second home there. I use aloe. Aloe is very big on the island of Aruba. So I
Hmm.
use aloe because we're in the sun a lot.
Hmm.
When I'm here, I use shea butter or coconut oil on my skin and in my hair. Now, you mentioned curl patterns. Let's talk about the beauty standards when it comes to, we talked about skin. Let's talk about hair. What are the standards for beauty when it comes to hair?
So here in Brazil, we have this stereotype that I think we are evolving from that. But we used to have this stereotype that only women with straight hair could be considered as pretty, and I
Oh,
have I had struggled a lot with that when I was younger. And to be super honest, I could only recognize myself and love myself as I do now the day I accepted my hair as it is. Because
wow.
I stayed like my whole young youth, like from maybe 10 years to 25 years old, straightening my hair and dyeing it blonde just to try to fit in a stereotype. Yeah.
So
And
hold on a
then
second. So hold on a second. Oh my God. Thank you so much for being honest and open about this. So that means in Brazil, just like in the islands, in the Caribbean, it can be very colorist,
yes.
meaning there's a hierarchy of complexions, and the darker you are, the curlier your hair is, like mine, that meant you weren't as beautiful as the other women who were lighter complexion and who had straighter hair. Is Brazil like that as well?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
It
wow.
is. And it's interesting because most of people don't have this picture or this impression from Brazil. But that's how it is here. And actually that's one of my things on my platform for the beauty pageant, because I myself I fight for and I work for to leverage the heritage beauty that women have has here in Brazil and all around the world, because it really bothers me how we try to change our heritage characteristics to fit in this stereotype of this European stereotype of beauty. So yes, here in Brazil we
But where did
suffer
that
this a lot,
come
but
from? I mean, what is the foundation of Brazil? Is it dark skin? Is it black? Because I don't know, so I'm asking. I want to know, where did that start? How did that start? What was the foundation? Was it dark black, dark chocolate people like me with a nose like me from Africa, and then there were other nationalities that infiltrated, or was it the other way around? Like, where did that start?
so the foundation of Brazil are Aboriginal, so Indians, and then we had the slaverism. And the thing is, after Black African slaverism stopped here in Brazil, the government didn't support the the friends and family, the how can I say this? I'm
It's
sorry,
okay.
I'm trying to
Take
think
your
in words.
time.
Mm, the relatives of the former slaves. So the thing
Okay.
is, we Brazil, because the government didn't provide that support for the
The
ex former.
descendants.
Yes,
For the
yes. So what happened?
descendants.
Yes. So what happened is what um, they colonize us, and then they started to force like the religion and then standard of beauty. And then even for a while here in Brazil, after slavery was forbidden to black people have relationship with white people. This was forbidden for
What?
20 years. And this has a huge impact on me, for instance, because I am a mixed race woman. So imagine that all the children, all the fruits of mixed race relationships became a taboo because it wouldn't allow, it wasn't allowed to have mixed race relationship, and all of this had impact on our society, on our, and also in our confidence, because we started to think, we were forced to think that we are not good enough because, or we are, because we are black, or because we are mixed race. And what bothers me the most is that people outside Brazil are not aware of this. So that's why also I decided to join the beauty pageant, because I want to spread the word to support women, but also to bring light to to this important issue that we face every single day here in Brazil, and people are not aware of
I
it.
am so sorry. Oh my. I
Yes,
am so
yes,
sorry.
yeah,
So as a young girl, you came from a mixed family,
yes,
and now you see the standard of beauty is the straight blonde hair and a lighter skin, and you've tried to force yourself to become that.
exactly. Yes,
Oh
yes.
my.
Yes, but I'm happy that now I can see the truth. Now I can see, and that starts on during the COVID, because during the COVID, it became like hype here in Brazil to accept your own hair, and then I thought about it, and I thought, well, I'm going to give it a try. Let's try it, and then I was within time. Letting my hair grow and just showing like the real curls, the pattern, and I
Right.
was cutting off the straight parts, and then I was discovering myself as a mixed race person. And the interesting thing of that is people around me started to treat me differently. So because when I was straightening my hair and dyeing it blonde, I was easily confused with a white person, with a white woman.
Right.
People treated me one way,
Oh boy.
and after I just accepted my hair, people started to treat me differently. Even in a work environment, everywhere. And even when I do braids, I love to do braids. I love to do braids. And when I do braids, I am treated differently. So we have this layer of racism in Brazil that is not discussed, that people does are not aware. It's like when you have like this fog
Yeah, it's
around.
there, but everyone pretends it's not there.
Exactly, exactly.
Well, you
Yes.
are beautiful. When I met you, I was like, oh my goodness. You
Thank
were
you so
beautiful. You were confident. And, we had a nice conversation after the pageant. And there are so many young girls in Brazil and around the world who will see you and say, yes, I can accept myself. And I can relate to your story. My parents and my family are from Haiti. I was born in the Bahamas. And these are colorist countries as well.
much.
I was my one of my brothers and one. I have one brother and myself. We were before I had children. We were the darkest people in our family. Everyone was lighter. That's why my last name is Blanc, because my great grandfather was so light skinned, they called him Blanc, white. You
Oh
you get
wow!
it?
Yeah, yeah, yes, blonde. Yeah, uh-huh.
So all of his children, they're all light. My mother's first two children, they're mulattoes. The
Uh-huh.
nice, the curly hair,
Yes.
the light skin. And me and my brother are the only dark ones because we were born in the Bahamas. And our father was dark skinned. But what my mother did was, knowing that Haiti and the Bahamas were colorist,
Mm-hmm.
she intentionally made sure that no one ever made me feel inferior. She made sure that I never saw anyone better than me. She spoiled me. She gave me courage. She gave me confidence. She gave me access to anything anybody else can have.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So that's why they gave me, my brother and sister, they gave me the name La Reine Cynthia, meaning the queen. You cannot tell her anything. She's spoiled. She's a princess because of my mother. But it doesn't mean that what you said, the community, the standards weren't there.
Mm-hmm.
The standards were there. You
Mm-hmm.
know, straighter hair, lighter complexion, thinner nose. That
Mm-hmm.
means you were beautiful. But my mother, somehow, she gave me so much more that I felt that I was special too. You understand?
Yes, you
Yeah.
are. Yes,
I
you are
felt like
so
me too,
blessed.
you
Yes,
know?
you are. Yes, you are very blessed to have this experience, because what I observe is that when you have a mom that's white and a father that is black, you might have a more tricky situation, because, and I don't blame the moms, because I completely understand they are just trying to make us feel safe, but they will try to drive us to fit in the stereotype, just because they don't want us to hurt and to be hurt, and also because, to be honest, they don't know. Even my mom, when I started to pass by the chemical transition of my hair, she didn't know how to finalize my hair. She couldn't help me when I was a child, because she didn't know. She didn't have the right information. And again, that's another thing that helped me, that the power behind me going to a beauty pageant, because I know there's a lot of other girls around the world and around Brazil that face the same thing, that has like a mom that is white and doesn't know the challenges of being mixed race. So
That is
I work
interesting. You know,
effortless.
most people think that my situation, being dark skinned, is the only colorist issue. Just because you're
Oh,
dark skinned, your hair is more coily, your hair is different, you have an afro style hair, you have a
mhm.
wider nose. We thought that's the only problem. But
No.
you bringing light that even the mixed
Yes.
children are having a hard time as well.
Yeah, and even for putting me as an using me as an example, I always being like, when I am with my mom's family, I am too dark because she's white, but when I am with my father's family, I am too white because they are black. So what I see is that I cannot fit in any group. What I observe is that, like, the black community in US and in Brazil as well, they are a community. They are like,
Yeah, yeah.
they support themselves. But what I observe is that we don't have the same community for the mixed race. We are like marginalized. People don't think about. I think that, to be honest, I think things are changing. In the past 2 years, I am seeing more mixed race people speaking up and sharing the challenges they have.
Like
But I think,
you, like you're
like me,
doing.
yes, but I think we have a lot to evolve in this matter yet.
I am at a loss for words, and that is unusual. Oh
Yeah.
my, oh my.
Yes, it's
So
different.
I know your platform is to empower these young women and these communities. Let's talk about your work with empowerment regarding the
Yes.
situation.
Yeah, so I came across 2 years ago with a Quilombola community. I'm not sure if you're aware, but a Quilombola community is a community made of, created by formal ex-slaves relatives. So imagine the pressure. So we have a lot of Quilombola communities here in Brazil, and I came across one called Cambuca, and I started to see girls there, and they were seeing me because, aside of being a miss, I also have a really nice job position. I also have a really nice
Right?
education. So
Of course, let me let everyone know you are Harvard educated. So, yes.
yes, yes, yes. And this is not like in Brazil, this is not as common. And so some of the girls and also the boys were just looking at me and saying, "Oh my God, you are so pretty. How did you get this? How do you speak English? How do you do this? How do you do that? How did you achieve this? How did you achieve that?" And I was like, "Oh my God," because I was raised by a white family, I had so many privileges that I didn't realize. I didn't
Right.
realize that studying in a paid school is a privilege, or like going to study abroad was a privilege, until I came across this community. And then that became, together with me accepting my own hair,
Right.
the same period of time. And then I started to think, I need to do something to those people, to those children, don't feel as bad as I used to feel. So it's almost part of, it's almost
Yes.
therapeutical.
Therapeutic.
It's almost therapeutic, because I was
Yes.
holding my inner child, you see, like holding my inner child and just treating these kids as I wanted people to treat me. So I started to support them and just try to teach them how to handle their hair, how to finalize the kind of products, the babosa that I use to make my hair like really glow. And also I start to teach English for those kids,
Wow.
in order to support them to get into the work environment, because here in Brazil it's really challenging for a black or a mixed race person to even find a job. It's difficult.
Mm.
Like here, if you like increase just a little bit in a social economic environment, you don't see black people anymore, because they are not here, because they don't have the opportunity to go to school. They don't have opportunity to study abroad, to find a work. So I just decided that I need to do something to stop this, to be a part of the response to the good. You see what I'm trying to get? I just wanted to do something for those people, and also for me, you know.
Yes, yes. So in the societies in Brazil, you're saying that the higher and more, the more successful you are financially, the more money you have, the more wealthy you are. Those societies or those social circles do not include dark-skinned
Yes.
people?
Yes.
Wow.
So just for you to know, for instance, the first time I went to Paris, because I was working for a French company, Leroy Merlin, I was amazed on how many black people were around me in the work environment. Because even here in Brazil, I'm always the only one. Even
Wow.
in my work today I work for a huge pharmaceutical industry, huge global pharmaceutical industry, and I am the only black person in a senior management position. The only one.
Congratulations. You have a lot of work to do.
Thank
You
you.
are representing and
Thank
you are leading the way.
Thank
You
you.
are
And that's what I
leading the
want to
way.
do. I just want to bring more black people, more black women, more mixed race to be around me. You see, because it really bothers me. And that's why I always want to, my main dream is to work abroad, is to work on maybe, I don't know, France or US, or I don't know, because I feel accepted in those places. Here in Brazil, unfortunately, I don't. And just because I had the privilege to climb a little bit in the economical environment. So it's like it's mixed feelings, because part of me want to stay here and fight for everyone to have their place on the table, but part of me also wants to feel accepted, and is tired to be the only one and the first in every places. And I want to like run away and be
Oh,
in a place that I can be accepted, you see. Like another interesting thing, when I went to New York for the beauty pageant, I had the opportunity to stay in a high-end hotel called Square. I don't remember the name now, but after the beauty pageant, I went to this high-end hotel just to stay for the weekend, and then I saw a lot of black people there, and I was, I don't know, I was so emotional, so emotional, because I don't see this here in Brazil. So,
Sister, there's a verse in the Bible
mm,
where Jesus says a prophet is not respected in his own home. When Jesus was in his home of Nazareth, he could not do any miracles because nobody believed. As soon
oh,
as
this is,
he left Nazareth, that's when his ministry became famous because people believed.
mm-hmm,
Sometimes you have to leave where you are to
mm-hmm,
meet your potential. And then you can use that influence and that impact, you can use that influence and that impact to help your home. Do you
yes,
understand?
yeah,
Helping your home, inside your home, it's going to take a lot of energy, a lot of courage, a lot of money, a lot of resources.
mm-hmm,
But if you leave, and like you said, you were in that high-end hotel and saw so many Black and mixed people. If you come into communities and places where you are celebrated, that can empower you to do even more. That can really accelerate you meeting your potential. And then you can really help the people
oh
where
yeah,
you come from. Do
mm-hmm,
you
I see.
understand? A
Yes, I
prophet
do.
is not respected in their own home.
Thank you
Remember
for
that.
saying this to me. It's really powerful. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
So think about how you really want to make an impact.
Thank you
And if you have to
for that.
leave, leave.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I really want to bring this another. It's still about the hair patterns,
Go ahead.
because I love your style. I just love
Thank
your,
you.
yeah, your shaved hair. So I just wondering, like, how is it for you? How was for you to, like, decided to have this type of hair? Do you think people, I don't know, treat you differently? Do you tell me a little
Oh,
bit about this?
okay. So now I'm being interviewed. Okay, no
Yes,
problem.
thank
Well,
you.
just like you, I did not come into contact with my real hair until I was 40 years old, which is like 14 years ago. 14 years ago, I don't remember what it was, but I went to the beauty salon and I said, cut my hair. And the beautician cut all off. It was a very short afro.
Mhm.
And then I started learning for the first time what my own hair feels like. I was like, wow, this is what it feels like. Oh my God. So I started embracing my hair. In one year, my hair was like, I had an afro this big. It was huge. It was beautiful. Everywhere I went, people wanted to touch my hair. They're asking me questions. I got so much attention. So I'm like, okay, what am I going to do next? My hair is big and beautiful. I'm going to color it. So I went and I colored the afro.
Mm.
And then 2 days later, I had a big bald spot right here.
Oh, because of
the,
the ink?
the color
Uh-huh.
right here, it fell out, the whole thing in the back. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to cut it off. So I cut it very low. And I was like, oh, I like this look. Then I cut it even lower. And then I was like, okay, let's go low all the way. And I went low and I'm like, I got even more attention. It was like, and I love attention. I don't know if you can tell. I love attention. I love attention. So I'm like, oh wow, I like this. And then it was also very encouraging for some women who had
Mhm.
hair problems.
Mhm.
So it was inspiring for other women as well. So I just kept it. So that's the reason why. And it was a look. And then when I met my husband, he loved it. He loved the short hair and it was a nice style. Again, it made a statement. It helped me stand out with my message. Oh my God, my
Mhm.
earring keeps falling off. It helped me stand out with my message for widows.
Mhm.
Again, I like attention, and when I have a very important message, like advocating for widows and suicide widows, and any work that I'm doing, I knew my shaved head would get me in the door. My shaved head would get me the attention I needed for me to be able to do what I wanted to do. So I
Mm-hmm,
kept it.
mm-hmm.
But now I'm at a point where I will be 54 in October, which is a couple of weeks. I said I want to learn my hair again, so I'm letting it grow. I have a lot of gray hair coming in. That is another journey. I'm not coloring my hair anymore. If you can see the gray. So my
Mm-hmm.
goal is to have a big afro with silver and black hair as I
That's my
become an old,
go-to.
as an older woman. I think it's going to be gorgeous. So,
Mm-hmm.
so
I
that's
just want
so
to
that's it.
say, I just want to say that I love your style. I love your hair. I think this is so encouraging. And as you said, I can understand like how you positively impact women because you decided to have this style. And I just love this. I just love, and also I can relate with one phrase that you mentioned, that you didn't even know how your hair
I
felt,
didn't.
because I had the same experience when I was passing by the chemical transitioning. But another thing that I came across when I started to accept myself as a black woman, a mixed race woman, was using wigs, using braids, and
Yes.
changing my hair when I feel like it. Because I don't have the from my perspective, white people doesn't do this. It's more like a black characteristic,
Yes.
and I just love this. I
Yeah.
love having the ability and the opportunity to change your hair accordingly to your mood. Like
My
today
husband
I'm
says,
brunette.
my husband says all the time, I don't know who I'm gonna get tomorrow. Every day I have a new woman here.
Exactly, exactly. Monday I am brunette. Tuesday I am blonde.
Yeah.
Thursday I have short hair. Friday I have
Yes.
braids.
And then sometimes I shave it off. Sometimes I
Mhm.
have a small afro. It is hilarious. But it still is a lot of education. Um, you know why I love Instagram? We can fix our earrings and still have an interview, right? This is great.
Exactly.
Um, um,
That's real life, and I'm gonna have my
oh,
juice for the day.
that looks so good. That looks so, so good. And that's a
Thank you.
part of your beauty rituals as well,
Yes,
right?
yes. Every single day I take at least 3 glasses of this type of juice. Here we have kale, lemon, um gingerbread. I don't know how to say gingerbread in
Ginger,
English.
ginger,
Ginger, maybe.
yes.
Ginger, I don't know.
Ginger
Gingerbread.
kale. You said ginger kale, lemon,
Orange
orange. Okay.
and pineapple.
Ooh.
All of
And
this.
what does that help with?
So the kale is for your, I don't know how to say. Can I say, for you to poop better?
Okay.
Can I say this?
Okay, for you to go to the restroom.
Yeah, the kale and the orange and the lemon are for your stomach. The ginger is to give you more energy. I rather to take the ginger than coffee, and it works to have more energy. And that's it, I think. So ginger, kale, orange, and lemon. That's it.
And you blend it?
Yes, I blend it, and then I don't know how to say. I have all this thing here because of the kale,
Yes.
and I take everything. It's really good for your health. Really, really
Fr-
good.
Friends, I hope you are writing this down. We are getting a lot of natural beauty secrets from Brazil.
Another
Let's talk.
thing, I'm sorry to cut you off, to
Go
interrupt
ahead.
you, but another tip is taking supplement vitamins. For instance, I supplement acid hyaluronic and verisol collagen. Have you
Okay.
ever heard about those?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So I take
Yes.
them every single day for the past, I think, almost 9 years now,
In
because
what
I am I
form? In what form?
powder, powder. So I
Powder?
put in the yeah, powder. I put in the juice.
Really? Hyaluronic acid and collagen powder you put in your juice, in that
Yeah,
same juice.
yes, yes. But like you can put like in the water, in everything that whatever you want, or in the fruit. But I put in the juice.
Okay, now let's talk about the plastic surgery, because
Okay.
that's
Yes.
uh, one of the things that Brazil is known for. If you want to get plastic surgery, breast enhancement, if you want a BBL, which is the Brazilian butt lift. If you want the hourglass, somebody said, I love your hair. I'm from Florida. Sweet mommy. We have a lot of comments, by the way, that I haven't been able to
Yeah.
read. So many comments. Um, what do you think about the plastic surgery trend as
So
opposed to natural? Because you are a fitness queen as well, right?
yes,
So let's
yes,
talk
I
about that.
am. I am a fitness queen. I defend being natural. However, I understand that here in Brazil, since we have all this pressure to be pretty all the time, to be our best all the time, most people go to plastic surgery. Myself, I have done also breast plastic
Oh,
surgery,
you have?
and
Okay.
yes, and
Oh,
I just think that people should do whenever they need to feel better with themselves. So if you think you have something that you is not working the way you want, is not looking the way you want, and you need this to have peace with yourself, I think you should do it. The only thing I strongly recommend is for you to really research a good doctor, because I saw so many terrible news about amazing women here in Brazil dying because they
oh,
are, yeah, they are trying to do this plastic surgeries with professionals that are not professionals. They are cheap than most of doctors are, and they are dying because of appearance, because of looks.
oh, wow.
So I think plastic surgery is can be a problem if you don't know how to handle it, if you just go over the top. But again, my man thinking is that people should do whatever they want to feel better with themselves, to feel confident. And if doing plastic surgery is the thing that you want to do, just do it. But make sure that you are finding a good doctor, because your health is most important than everything. So that's what I
Yeah.
that's what I believe.
Well, I believe we covered everything today. I have a list of everything. I hope everyone took notes because that was some good stuff. And I'm going to call you too so I can get some more.
Yes, please. And also, I'm going to New York on November, and I would love to see you again in
When
person. It would
in
be.
November are you going?
I'm going on October 28th, and I'm going to stay until November the 9th. 9th.
Okay, the 28th through the 9th. I wrote that
Yes.
down.
I would
November.
love to see you
All
again.
right, let's see what we can do. Maybe we can have a little event or something, a get together.
I
Let's
would love
see.
that. Okay. Thank you
Is
so
there
much.
anything else you want to share before you
So,
leave?
So I just want to say for you, that day at the end of the beauty pageant that you approached me and you mentioned about representativity, it means a lot. At that moment, I was a little bit frustrated. Uh, attending a beauty pageant is really overwhelming emotionally. And then you just came and lifted me up. So I just want to thank you for that. And for our audience, I just want to thank you, everyone that is in here. And I just want to say for the woman, for the men, just accept yourselves as you are. Don't ever underestimate who you are because of other people. And be good and safe.
Okay, before you go, you have to tell my Brazilian followers that I love them
Yes.
and I appreciate them so much that I try to read all the comments. I love their comments. I love them. Tell them I'm praying for them. Tell
Mm-hmm.
them I'm praying that God gives them the desires of their heart and that they are successful in their goals.
Ok. So, pessoal, a nossa querida Rainha Cínthia está dizendo que ela adora vocês, adora a audiência brasileira. Ela lê todos os comentários, ela tenta responder todos eles. Ela espera que Deus abençoe todos vocês grandemente. Ela é muito grata, por tê-los aqui.
All right.
Just say it.
Now, one more thing. How do I tell them I love you so much?
Eu amo vocês muito.
Brasil, aua, vocês. Let's say it again.
Ó, eu amo Brasil, eu
Brasil,
amo,
Brasil,
eu amo,
eu amo,
amo
amo.
vocês
Vocês,
muito.
muito. Muito
Brasil,
obrigada.
Brasil, eu amo vocês muito. It's difficult.
Give me another way. Give me a shorter
Okay,
way.
let me
Give
think,
me
let me
another
think.
way. That's too long.
Amo você. Brasil, amo vocês.
Brasil, amo vocês. Brasil, amo vocês. Mua.
Maravilhosa. Gorgeous, wonderful queen. Maravilhosa. Thank you
Thank
very
you so
much.
much, Nadia.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.